This is Blazers All Access, an inside look at UAB athletics. Presented by Pepsi, a Southern original, and Viva Health, part of the UAB health system. Here's the voice of the Blazers, David Crane.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Blazers All Access as we go one-on-one with head coach Andy Kennedy, the green and gold, getting a split last week. Let's get the Pepsi game recaps. The first one left you a little disappointed, maybe a little discouraged. The 94-71 loss to Rice at Bartow Arena, but your team turned around and battled back and turned it around on the road in New Orleans on Sunday.
Yeah, Wednesday night was very perplexing with everything that we had done. I mean, let's recap where we've been all season. Middle of December, we had no identity. We weren't a good basketball team, and our guys, to their credit, continued to work, continued to try to believe and listen, and then we started having some success. End of December, early AAC play. Now there's tangible results, so hey, now we have a path by which we can be successful. We'd really worked hard to put ourselves really still right in the hunt for the American Athletic Conference regular season championship, and then did the unthinkable and lost for the first time in league play in Bartow Arena in just a horribly disappointing fashion. Don't take anything away from Rice. I thought they came in and played outstanding basketball, but we were on our heels. We never responded. So discouraged, because obviously then we're eliminated from having an opportunity to compete for a conference championship, which is always your first goal, but really proud of the way they responded. They didn't hang their heads. We went back to work, and we ended up going down to the Big Easy and getting a sweep over Tulane.
78-67 the final in New Orleans, and facing that matchup zone that you saw for 40 minutes against the Green Wave, I thought you executed awfully well in a lot of chunks in that game on the offensive end.
Yeah, we were trying to play through our bigs. When they play that matchup zone, a lot of our screening actions are not going to be quite as effective, simply because when you're screening one, they're just replacing him with another. So you have to play behind the zone. So we were doing a lot of things of just really trying to focus on getting the ball in the key area and letting our bigs try to attack with some advantages. And it worked out. Chris, Yax, JD, tremendous. 46 points, 22 rebounds, did a tremendous job, all three of them, of finishing plays that the defense was allowing.
You mentioned the bigs, Axel Lindeborg, 2 more double-doubles in the game last week. But our Viva Blazer of the week, somebody on the outside for you, Daniel Ortiz. He'd really been struggling shooting the basketball lately, but the last 2 games he goes 5 out of 12 from three-point range. It'd be awfully nice for him to warm back up as March approaches.
Yeah, it's been a problem for us. We have not shot the ball well from the three, and as a result, other people know that, and they're really cutting down on our ability to play in space because everything is so contracted in the painted area. So we need him. We need Daniel, we need AJ, we need Butta, we need Eric. We need the guys that are shooting the most volume to step up for us as we close this season.
My name is George Pugh, and I've been with Legacy for over 28 years. Legacy has been just an outstanding place, not only just for me, but it's been an outstanding credit union for myself, my family. There's not a better place, there's not a better bank. And our bank with many, many banks, and by far, Legacy is the best. Craft your legacy.
Let's get what's next up for the Blazers, brought to you by Legacy Credit Union. On Sunday, UAB returns the trip to Memphis to face the Tigers. That's a 4:30 tip on ESPN2. But first things first, at home Wednesday night, Wichita State comes to town for a 7 o'clock tip. Like many teams, they've kind of been a little up and down and somewhat hard to figure out this season.
Yeah, a new coach, completely new roster, really made up of a lot of guys in the transfer portal. They've been really close on the road. They had an opportunity to win at Memphis early in the year. They played FAU very, very competitively. They've lost a couple of nail biters in their last outing. They dropped an overtime game at home against Temple. Very capable team, a team that's really stingy defensively. They remind you a little bit of North Texas in the way they guard that lane. They're going to force you to shoot over the top. They don't turn it over much. They're not going to hurt themselves. So another challenge for us.
It's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no-fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
So it's UAB and Wichita State Wednesday night here in Birmingham. Pregame starts at 6:30. We tip at 7. ESPN Plus will stream it. Then Sunday it's UAB at Memphis, a 4:30 tip from the FedEx Forum on ESPN2. You got 4, hard to believe, 4 regular season games remaining, and still an awful lot to play for.
Well, you know, after the Rice game, we really weren't in control completely of our own destiny. We needed a little bit of help. Well, we got a little bit of help. We had a couple of teams from the lower part knock off some teams that we're competing with to try to get to the double bye. That's the goal. Again, I'm not as dumb as I look, David. I realize winning 3 in a row is better than winning 4 in a row. We know we're not going to play on Wednesday night, so we don't have to win 5 in a row. So now it's just a matter of finding a way. We can finish, again, if we could close this thing out right, we could finish as high as 2. But our goal is to be in that top 4 so we don't have to play till Friday.
Hopefully keep it going on Wednesday night. Hope to see you here at Bartow Arena, and join us next time for Blazers All Access.
This is Blazers All Access, an inside look at UAB athletics. Presented by Pepsi, a Southern original, and Viva Health, part of the UAB health system.